Hey everyone. Welcome to my channel B&B Glow. Nick gets fired by Ridge, and Luna contacts Hayes. Why are you here, in LA? Ridge asks Nick at Forrester, expressing his surprise at seeing him. The sunshine in California was calling, according to Nick. According to Brooke, they were catching up and discussing Jack's accomplishments at Forrester International. According to Nick, he is more like his mother. He congratulates Ridge on regaining his business and his relationship with Taylor. That's amazing. You two must be ecstatic. Nick is certain that a wedding is imminent. Ridge asks again why he's there and growls about him being so preoccupied with his love life. What are you looking for? Or should I inquire at all? Nick keeps sidestepping Ridge's query and returns the focus to Taylor. If he has a wife or girlfriend to return to, Ridge inquires. Not right now. Nick has always been destined for life at sea, and he looks at Brooke. However, Ridge, you are aware of fate, aren't you? Ridge informs Marone that Brooke and he must return to their jobs. After giving Brooke a hand kiss, Nick walks away. Irritated, Ridge shuts the door. Brooke maintains that she was unaware of his arrival. He is a gentleman and a nice buddy. This is laughed at by Ridge. He has no cause for jealousy, Brooke tells him. Ridge says that she should avoid Nick since he is a bad person. Brooke appears considerate. Taylor arrives. Steffi informs Taylor at the Cliff home that the children are having a great time at the beach house. They express gratitude for Electra's assistance with the children and for Liam. According to Steffi, Hayes and Kelly adore her. Electra is picking Hayes up today. She is glad the children are at last in a secure environment. With everything going on, Taylor asks Steffi how she's doing. Steffi claims that what's occurring with Liam doesn't even feel real. She alternates between being furious and depressed. Kelly is losing her father, a person who holds great significance in her life. This shouldn't be taking place. Meanwhile, Liam is considering how to protect them. From Luna, says Taylor, nodding. They discuss how draining it is to always watch over their shoulders because of Luna. Steffi wants Liam to choose his girls before himself. They claim that Finn is not at fault and that he owes Luna nothing. According to Taylor, he feels somewhat accountable. Steffi finds her obsession with her spouse intolerable. For the sake of her family, she must be strong. Taylor is aware that Liam is worried about her. Steffi claims that he is facing his own death and that it is unfair. However, they are unsure of Luna's next attack date. Taylor is concerned about the negative effects of the stress. When Hayes got home, Luna was there, and Steffi can't stop thinking about it. She was almost immobilized by the dread. She will ensure that Hayes never discovers her identity. B&B Steffi Taylor. Hayes is approached by Luna. Luna observes the teacher interacting with the kids outside the beach school. Hayes lingers to retrieve something he forgot as the teacher ushers them inside. Luna approaches stealthily and says, "Hey. You mean Hayes?" She tells him she has something for him, and he responds, "Yep." Want to find out what it is? An origami that Luna made for Hayes is given to him. He is called back inside by the teacher. "It was good to see you, Hayes," Luna says. Luna's face takes on a menacing look as the boy enters. More, B&B just revealed to us who will thwart Luna's scheme. Hayes shows his teacher the origami inside the classroom and tells her that a kind woman gave it to him. The teacher gushes over it while Luna lurks outside. She soon declares that the day is over, and Electra shows up to get Steffi's son. While Luna fumes in the bushes, Hayes shows her the origami. The infiltration of Luna. Hayes is prompted by Electra to show Taylor and Steffi his art piece at the Cliff house. He takes the origami out. They talk excitedly about the crane, and Hayes says he got it from a kind woman. He can't wait for the teacher to demonstrate how to make their own. Steffi praises Electra for her assistance as he flees. Making a connection with the children makes the young lady very happy. Although she must ensure their safety from Luna and Sheila, Steffi admits that she wants them to lead regular lives. Her major objective is to keep them as far away from anyone or anything that could harm them as possible. When Luna approaches the teacher at the beach school, she reveals that she is the gifted individual who gave Hayes the origami. She extends an invitation for her to return as a guest artist. When they enter, the instructor tells them that the room was provided to them. She inquires as to whether Luna would be interested in working with the children. The teacher asks Luna for her name when she gives in to persuasion. Luna adds, "I'm Sunshine." Luna smiles to herself as the instructor becomes thrilled to tell the children. When Ridge tells Brooke to keep away from Nick, she is happy, and Luna contacts Hayes with a gift. Wednesday, June 18, 2025. On today's episode of Bold and the Beautiful, Ridge asks why Nick is returned, Steffi tells her mother how difficult it is to lose Liam, and Luna confronts Hayes. Read the most recent B&B recap. Ridge squinted his eyes when he entered the room and heard Nick tell Brooke that he might be her fate. Ridge questions Nick about his return to Los Angeles at Forrester. Is this a pleasant surprise? It's California time of year, according to Nick. Jack's employment at Forrester International is discussed. Nick gives Ridge props for getting back together with Taylor. He is certain that they are ecstatic. Ridge questions why he's on dry land after the two guys argue. Nick discusses being a single man and striking a balance between career and family. His fate has always been to live at sea. However, Ridge, you are aware of fate, aren't you? Nick queries. Ridge informs him that they must return to work because they are busy. Before leaving, Nick gives Brooke a kiss on the hand and remarks on how wonderful it was to see her. Brooke tells a sullen Ridge that she didn't think Nick would be there. He came to see how she was doing and is a close buddy. He has no right to feel jealous, she assures him. Ridge warns her not to associate with Nick, claiming that he is a bad person. She smiles at the thought. Steffi and Taylor enjoy tea at the Cliff House while discussing how kind Liam was to allow the kids use the beach house. They discuss how well Electra gets along with the children. Steffi is simply happy that the children are at last in a secure environment. Taylor inquires about her daughter's ability to handle everything. It seems as though Steffi is always fluctuating between denial, despair, and rage. That's typical, according to her mother. According to Steffi, it isn't and shouldn't be taking place. Liam handles it all with such bravery and composure. His only concern is ensuring their safety. Steffi wants him to avoid being anxious. Taylor holds Bill responsible for this catastrophe. They talk about Finn's struggles adjusting to having a daughter named Luna. Even if he is not at blame, he nevertheless feels bad. Steffi finds it unbearable that Luna is obsessed with dating him. It's terrible. She keeps thinking about when Luna will attack once more. Her mother is concerned about the tension, but Steffi is unable to stop it. They talk about how Hayes and Luna will never be biological siblings. Steffi is certain that he never find out who Luna is. Luna observes as Hayes and the other children show their instructor the items they discovered on the sand outside the beach home. Hayes remains outside to get something while the other children file inside. Luna runs over to him right away. I have a present for you. Would you like to know what it is? She inquires. His teacher summons him in after she handed him an origami bird. Hayes reveals the origami to his teacher inside and explains that he intends to create a tale about it. She says she will bring origami paper for everyone. They applaud. Electra shows up. With great excitement, Hayes rushes to her and shows her his bird. Luna sneers as she looks at the origami through the window. Hayes shows his origami crane to his mother and grandmother when Electra gets him home. He reveals that he received it from a nice lady. Steffi tells Electra how appreciative she is of her assistance as he flees. Spending time with her Forrester family makes Electra happy. All Steffi wants is for the children to feel safe and lead regular lives. With Luna and Sheila out there, things haven't been simple. Miss Dillon, the teacher, is closing up back at the beach home when she runs across Luna. She assumes she handed Hayes the bird when she sees her holding some origami. She invites Luna to perform as a guest artist in the class. After bringing her inside, the instructor tries to persuade her to return to teach the children. Luna finally gives up. She calls herself Sunshine. Dylan can't wait to tell the children. Luna chuckles to herself. Spoilers for Bold and the Beautiful. After Nick and Brooke kiss, Ridge impulsively proposes to Taylor. The most recent spoilers for the Bold and the Beautiful indicate a startling turn that will leave viewers in astonishment. The show's drama never stops. In the midst of his never-ending romantic triangle with Taylor Hayes and Brooke Logan, Ridge Forrester is about to make a snap decision. Ridge's feelings go out of control after he witnesses Brooke and Nick Marone sharing a passionate kiss, and he ends up proposing to Taylor out of sheer resentment rather than love. Los Angeles will be rocked by this reckless action, which will rekindle long-standing rivalries and pave the way for violent altercations. The relationship between Brooke and Ridge has always been turbulent, full of reunions, betrayals, and never-ending turmoil. Nick Marone's return upends their tenuous tranquility just as it seems that Bridge would finally find stability. A longtime thorn in Ridge's side, Nick, Brooke's ex-husband, has never quite left Brooke's sphere of influence. Ridge's rage is uncontrollable when he witnesses Brooke and Nick sharing a kiss. He lashes out in the most spectacular way imaginable, turning to Taylor, his other great love, and proposes marriage because he feels degraded and deceived. Ridge's unexpected proposal is both a dream and a nightmare for Taylor Hayes. Although she has always had a strong affection for Ridge, she is acutely aware of his tendency to alternate between her and Brooke. Taylor is caught between her self-respect and her heart's longing when he kneels down. Knowing that Ridge might be using her simply to harm Brooke, does she still accept? Or does she turn him down, not wanting to play his emotional games? In any case, her choice will have far-reaching effects. In the meanwhile, Ridge's impetuous engagement astounds Brooke. She never anticipated Ridge's severe retaliation, even though her kiss with Nick might have been a sign of weakness or even a wake-up call. She now has to face the possibility that she may have permanently pushed him away. However, Brooke isn't one to give up easily. She will do whatever it takes to get Ridge back if she still loves him, even if it means facing Taylor again. Caught up in this chaos, Nick Marone has his own agenda. Was the kiss merely a brief flashback, or does he still harbor feelings for Brooke? His mere presence is enough to cause tension, and what he does next could decide whether Brooke and Ridge can ever get back together. The Forrester, Logan, and Hayes families are thrown into disarray as word gets out about Ridge and Taylor's engagement. Steffi and Thomas will have to choose a side, Eric and Donna will have strong feelings, and even Hope and Liam can become caught up in the drama. This proposal's consequences will put allegiances to the test, reignite old wounds, and pave the way for even more significant conflicts. There's no doubt that Ridge's spiteful suggestion will make a huge difference. Will Bridge's story come to a conclusion at last, or is this just another chapter in their endless tale? What is Taylor's current position? Will she accept Ridge's second opportunity or will she decline to be his rebound? The Bold and the Beautiful will have an exciting storyline that fans won't want to miss a second of. According to spoilers and updates, Brooke Logan's romantic life is the subject of 3 major mistakes on The Bold and the Beautiful. Here are some ideas on how to make the CBS soap opera better, along with an explanation of where it has gone wrong. Nick Marone won't return for too long. Although we acknowledge that Jack Wagner's availability was restricted by other obligations, it is disheartening that Nick will only be making a fleeting appearance. The trip is really convenient because it just takes 3 hours to fly from Vancouver, British Columbia, where Calls the Heart is filmed, to Hollywood. Even if Nick and Brooke are already intensifying their relationship and planning some romantic turns for this summer, it's hard to be excited when you know that their time together won't last long. Given that we know Brooke and Nick won't be together in the long term, doesn't it seem a little pointless? Wouldn't they be able to make working on both shows worthwhile for Jack Wagner? They've already been there, done that, and are about to do it again with the Ridge shuffle. This brings us to Brooke and Ridge Forrester's eventual reconciliation, which some viewers find unsettling. Although Brooke and Ridge are a well-known couple with a lengthy history, they have begun to seem a little stale, and poor Taylor Hayes gets dumped once more. Furthermore, since Torsten Kay replaced Ron Moss in the role, many fans have never completely welcomed the relationship between Brooke and Ridge. The plus side is that seeing Brooke and Nick on the same screen again has been refreshing. Instead of yet another reunion with Ridge, which is undoubtedly imminent, it seems that many people are hoping for a change for Brooke. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, 3 crucial errors in Brooke's love life that fans can't ignore. Why don't we try a different character for Brooke's love interest? Given that Nick can't stay forever and Brooke's romance with Ridge feels old, it could be better for Brooke to look for a new romantic partner. Given that some of them are unemployed, there are definitely a lot of former soap stars who are keen to get that part. A longer break from Ridge and Brooke would have been welcome, even if the show decides to get them back together. Unfortunately, Nick's short plot will simply encourage Ridge to return to Brooke. We will all have to accept their inevitable new chapter as Ridge gradually aspires to his future with Brooke. Watch for updates on Brooke's return to Ridge, as spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful suggest that her time with Nick will only be a romantic diversion. Brooke Logan is kissed by Nick Marone, Steffi Forrester's world is turned upside down by Luna Nozawa, and Hope Logan will be terrified. There are indications of trouble for the week of June 16th. First, the first indications of tension between Ridge Forrester and Taylor Hayes will appear during the week of June 16th to 20th. When Nick resumes dating Brooke, This will be partially because of Ridge's possessiveness. Nick will kiss her and show her how amazing they could be together again once Brooke's ex returns to Los Angeles and shows her all the love she deserves. After Nick's advances, Brooke will obviously need someone to confide in, so she will tell Katie Logan, Heather Tom, all the thrilling details and get her opinion on the matter. In the meantime, when Steffi tries to bring Daphne Rose back from Paris, Hope will experience her own intense emotions. Luna stalks Hayes, and Hope fears the worst. Hope will voice her worries about Steffi contacting Daphne about returning, and she will fear the worst about her engagement to Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor. Will Daphne think that going back to LA is a smart idea, or will she reject Steffi? Hope won't want Daphne to concentrate on Carter and cause more trouble anyhow. Luna will simultaneously monitor Hayes Finnegan until she is prepared to take action. Luna will start to lure Hayes into her trap for kidnapping once she gives him a gift. Isn't the week of June 23 Hayes perfect? Everything points to Luna taking Hayes shortly, which might completely upend Steffi's life by the week of June 23rd to 27th. If Luna calls to make sure she has Hayes, Steffi might realize he's gone and become nervous. Hayes might be used as leverage in Luna's lethal plan against Steffi. Steffi may need to meet with Luna alone and exclude John Finnegan if she wants to make sure Hayes gets out of this predicament. Although Steffi will have to abide by Luna's regulations, there will probably be some chances to outsmart her. Nick and Brooke get closer, and Remy helps find Hayes? Will Remy Price be able to provide Sheila Sharp with any knowledge that might help things get better? As viewers will remember, once Remy realized she had a target, he wasn't quite committed to teaching Luna how to shoot. Remy may have the opportunity to atone for his own eerie past by assisting in the search for Hayes. Nick should drive Ridge up the wall while continuing to pull Brooke closer. Ridge will start to wonder if he was wrong to let her go as Brooke and Nick become more intimate. Liam's deteriorating health and Ridge and Taylor's breakup during the week of June 30th. Ridge and Taylor are obviously heading in that route, therefore it's possible that they will split up over the week of June 30th to July 4th. Taylor may feel it's better to let Brooke go since she will have to acknowledge that he will always have a place in Ridge's heart. We must also talk about Liam Spencer and his deteriorating condition. Will Liam eventually follow Hope's counsel and tell his family that he has a terminal illness? In any event, Luna's instability will soon encompass additional characters. As a result of Hayes going gone and Steffi probably going missing to find him, Liam and Finn might end up working together to recover him. There will be a lot of drama on Bold and the Beautiful this week when Nick Marone returns to Los Angeles. It's also said that Taylor Hayes' idyllic reunion with Ridge Forrester is coming to an abrupt end, and you won't believe who she turns to for solace. Below are spoilers for what will happen next on B&B. Ridge Forrester could not have cared less about Taylor's activities when he left Brooke Logan for his other ex-wife. But when he sees Brooke snuggling up to his half-brother Nick Marone, everything will change. You can attract your man's attention in this method. However, what about Taylor? Ridge ignores Taylor while pursuing Brooke. According to previews for Bold and the Beautiful, Ridge will spend the summer competing with his brother Nick for Brooke's affections. Taylor, though, will not remain and watch Ridge pursue his other ex-wife. Taylor has been tired of the bridge triangle for years. Her health concern from broken heart syndrome was the sole factor that brought her and Ridge back together. When Ridge leaves after Brooke, Taylor Hayes will likely be upset and will need someone to vent to. Bill Spencer is thought to be that shoulder. You can only imagine how shocked Ridge is to learn that Taylor is off canoodling with Dollar Bill and that he has now lost both of his wives. Very soon, Bill Spencer will find himself in the orbit of the Forrester family. Luna Nozawa, his fictitious daughter, is ready to attack Steffi Forrester at any moment. Could Taylor and Bill become close while Steffi was going through this? Taylor and Bill become close. Actually, Bill and Taylor have a lot in common, and it might not be long before they start talking about how many times Brooke and Ridge have left them for another bridge reunion. Since it seems to work for Brooke, it's also possible that Taylor is merely using Bill to incite jealousy in Ridge. Do you believe that Don Diamorne and Rebecca Budick would get along well? Is it possible that Taylor and Bill are genuinely attracted to one another because they are fed up with Bridge leaving them?